The Elephant Who Couldn't Sleep. Alara the elephant had a head full of stories. They wiggled and wobbled in her brain like little fireflies, just waiting to be told. But Alara was a very big elephant, and her voice was very big too. When she told a story, the jungle would shake and the leaves would tremble. One night, as the moon rose high, Alara couldn't sleep. A brand new story was buzzing in her head, and it just had to get out. She tried to tell it to a sleepy owl, but her voice was so loud the owl just blinked and flew away. She tried to tell it to the moon, but the moon just looked down and didn't say a word. Down on the forest floor, Pip the ant was trying to fall asleep in his little leaf bed, but all he could hear was a low, rumbling sound. Rumble, rumble, rumble. What in the world is that? He wondered, his antennae twitching with curiosity. He decided to follow the sound. The rumbling led him to a giant, sad-looking elephant. Alara was sitting on the ground, her head in her paws. "Oh, my beautiful story," she sighed. "I have no one to tell it to." Pip was so small that Alara didn't even notice him. Pip scurried up Alara's big, wrinkly leg, up her side, and all the way to her ear. He peeked inside and saw a tiny, pink, swirly tunnel. He took a deep breath and shouted as loud as he could, "I'm a good listener." Alara jumped. A voice, a tiny, tiny voice, she said, looking all around. She couldn't see anything. "I'm here," Pip squeaked from inside her ear. "I'm Pip, and I'd love to hear your story." Alara smiled, a little surprised. Alara took a deep breath, but then she remembered how loud she was. "Oh no," she whispered. "I don't want to blow you away." Pip giggled. "Just try your quietest voice," he said. So Alara began to tell her story. A story about a little bird who learned to fly, in a voice as soft as a whisper. Pip listened to every single word. He heard about the bird's wobbly first flight and its happy, soaring wings. The story was so beautiful when it was told so softly, and Alara felt a wonderful, warm feeling inside. Her story had found a home, and her new friend had found a story. When the story was over, Alara felt sleepy and content. "Thank you, Pip," she whispered. "You're the best listener a storyteller could ever ask for." Pip smiled. "And you're the best storyteller a listener could ever have." Alara and Pip learned a very important lesson that night. Sometimes, the biggest stories are best told in the quietest voices. And sometimes, the best friends are the ones who are small enough to listen. Soon, the big elephant and the tiny ant were fast asleep, dreaming of new stories and new adventures.